Hello, everybody. I also just realized that, yes, I am waiting on a pause screen, and whilst I was waiting for the game to, the stream to start, I did load into the thing, so I get it. No cutscenes, none of the sort of flashy stuff. Let me premise this by saying, I've never historically been a big fan of SimCady sort of games. Arcadey games like Grand Theft Auto, love it. SimCady games like AMS2 and... Hey, the Rogue Tick the Crown Priest, thank you for re-upping your membership. Very much appreciated there, bro. And the other SimCady one that's very popular, Assetto Corsa, though that one's more of an unrefined sim than a SimCade, but kind of sits somewhere around there. And I've never been a big fan of those sorts of games. But we're going to get this one a try because it's one of the biggest ones out there, and they just implemented a safety rating sort of thing. So if I can have Gran Turismo sort of gameplay on my PC without having to get like the, what is it, like $14 a month subscription to be on PlayStation Plus just so I can play online, and a game that is already like an exceptionally high price, and then microtransactions is out the wazoo. If this can fill that gap without that money-grubbing sort of tactics that they're really pushing towards, I'm going to give it a try. This is exciting for me. I want this. I felt watch a review on Forza Motorsport. Russian shooter said it's a really good SimCade. Yeah, not historically a fan of SimCade games. I've also heard that it's absolutely garbage on a sim rig, so I'm not even going to try that, which is disappointing. Because I would love if they had have actually... By what I've seen of the reviews, it really feels as if the devs are developers of games, but not a fan of sim racing games. So whenever they were implementing something, they were just checking a box. Is it in there? Yes. Does it work? Good. Put it out. Like, set that to done. It really feels as if they didn't really want to play the game that they were making, because turns out that the sim rig setup was just not good with anybody's sim rigs. But also apparently this progression system, which I am interested in, but it does seem incredibly tedious, so we're going to see how that goes. Hopefully that they rework the progression system completely 100%, start over again. I'd love a progression system, but not by what I have seen. But we're going to see whether it's as bad as what people say as well. I also have no idea how it drives. The only thing that's happened so far is the countdown finished, and then it said, take over control. That's when I paused. GTR 5 turned into something horrid. The pay-to-play aspect got... Yeah, I agree with that. I'm more of a 5M sort of guy, personally. So I don't get that. How am I? I'm doing okay. Doing much better now. I'm getting over the whole grudge against YouTube making and BeamNG at the moment. Which is why I've not released any videos. There's been a few things that just kind of got me down. I was like, I can't make videos right now, so I'm just gonna rely on my banked one recording for tomorrow, and then I'm just gonna stream the rest of the days. There used to be car enthusiasts at Forza. I don't know what happened now. What I'm guessing happened with all of the apparent car corner cutting that they've done is, as they churn over their employees, which I'm assuming happens a lot in all game development jobs, they settled on people that will just get the job done. No passion, no nothing, just get the job done. So that's what we've got here. How's force feedback? Apparently, garbage. So we're not even going to bother with that. Because if the game's not about like being that sort of level of sim, compared to the SimCade arcade sort of area, why try? How's my day? My day was okay. I didn't really do anything, mostly just relaxing. Sometimes YouTube just gets a bit overwhelming, so I just need to take some more relaxing days. Also, that Sim Racer pointed out the best car sound ever from recent Sims and SimCades. Okay, I've heard that the sounds aren't particularly great in this game either. Especially the, collision sounds, by what I've heard, are very like boonk, and that's it. Microtransaction soft. That's funny. Gran Turismo better than Forza Motorsport? Well, seemingly yes. But that's only because PlayStation has to like try really hard to get your sales, whereas Xbox has like computer and Xbox sort of crossover, no subscription on computer, all that sort of stuff. So they can get a little bit lazier, and then they just rely on mass marketing instead. Whereas Gran Turismo, they actually try pretty hard over there. But then they got too money grubby. I can't stand by what they've been doing. But I'm currently playing right now, and it's very fun. There's a cheat. I'm not going to cheat. All right, let's give this a try. Rewind. There's a rewind function. Not a fan. Oh, okay. So it kind of sits somewhere between simulator and arcade.
Brake before the turn. Coast through it, then accelerate as you exit.
Man, I get there's a tutorial, but those AI are just
Experiment with the different views from inside and outside the car to best see down the track.
It wasn't a great time to pop up a thing like change gap. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So it's not just bounce off and wall ride. That's good. That's something which a lot of games don't do. I can't tell whether I'm understeering or oversteering under braking. Weird. It's also hard to read these markers on the road. They are overly cautious until they are not overly cautious, and then you just understeer off the track. Like that. It was fine, right up until it wasn't. This is going to take a bit to get used to. Is this a track day and these guys are just like driving around at a leisurely pace? I want to take these road markers off. Can I do that? They're like really throwing me off right now. Global assist preset, minimal assists. Okay, I can only go minimal. Can't actually get rid of it. Suggested line off. ABS on. Throttle unassisted. Steering. Simulation. Manual steering input. Yes. Traction control. We'll leave that for now. Stability control. Leave that for now. Shifting. Automatic. Because I'm using a controller. Alright. Let's give that a try. I would love a map. Oh, okay, map's on the bottom left. Ooh, what is that skatiness? Like, we had traction, and I went, hey, you don't have traction. Now we're going over a bit of a ridge. That was weird. Oh, that was it.
That's just a taste of a typical practice session with light traffic. Now let's see what the final laps of an endurance race is like against a full field of competition. Next stop, Hakone, Japan.
I'm playing a couple of hours now with a wheel, and gotta say, the game feels kind of bad. All car over and understeer a lot. Braking throws your car around like crazy, and drivatars? There's a serious exploit where you can get hypercars in D class as of now. I'm not going to look into exploits. I'm not too interested in that sort of stuff. Oh, okay, there's more racing to be done. Hey, we got the new Cadillac. The thing that they were really, really pushing on their marketing. So this is meant to be like a big ticket item. Which even is what got me excited into it. It's like, this has got to be a good car. Lots of
Plenty
downforce.
laps behind us and only a
Oh, that
couple more to
graphical
go.
glitch.
Just
Weird.
one last pit stop for fresh tires, and you'll be in a great position for the final push.
And you can rewind and have a look at that. That was weird. It's like the track was gone and I was looking underneath the map weirdly for a second there. We're in the intro cutscene. How'd they stuff that up?
Track is clear to the left. Get on it.
Okay, no pit exit lane thing. Okay. This feels alright. Not getting as much understeer as I thought I would when throttling up in a slow corner. Whoa, 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 lag, frames, everything. Alright. Is that, like, road Ferrari faster than Micro in a straight almost? And then they just drive into me? Great. Shit. Whoa, what the hell? He swerved out into me. That wasn't, he wasn't, what? It wasn't time to start unraveling the steering to exit the corner. I should be on a completely different level to these guys. Just turn into me. What the hell is up with these? I've heard that the AI are bad. I thought they were playing it up. They're just a bit shit.
Last lap. Finish strong.
Seemingly, though, not as bad as something like Project Cars, too. Okay. Really? There we go. I'll have a look at that in a bit. What kind of car? Really? What kind of car was that? Nope, nope, stop. I thought that was the look back button. Cancel. Okay. Pretty decent speed. We're getting close to about 50k short, 40k short of 200 miles per hour. I've hate place. I'm 8 of 24. Whoopser daisies. Whoa, hello. It didn't have grip, then it got grip, and then it dropped the grip again. Okay, there we go. Getting used to it. It seems that the painted sections have grip, but don't have grip. Bit inconsistent, but okay. Well, that was my last lap, right? Well, that's... fuck me then. Dunskies.
Great race. Terrific driving.
Alright. It's hard to go from playing Beam on my computer to Forza with my friends on console. I prefer Beam. Yeah, it's a very different game. Very different. Because GT6 physics are more like an arcade game, with GT7 more like realistic. They're all
from open practice runs to
Gran Turismo games with Simcade.
Races. That's just a small sample of what's ahead. Ready to begin your motorsport journey?
We're on the simulator side, but still Simcade. They have been making a slow shift towards simulator in
Let's gear up for your
Gran
new racing
Turismo. By what I've heard. Oh, just male or female?
You can come back later to try something else or to check out what's new.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's just go with that. Whatever. Electric Porsche car. Exit the game it is very much poo. What? If you did that in a multiplayer race, you would have lost safety points. Fair enough. I'm still getting used to it.
The culmination of 1,000 little decisions. Every part, every detail, all carefully chosen by great builders.
Do you hear that trumpet? Or that horn? Do you hear the horn? Yeah, they're tooting their own horn.
Tenth of a second. And in the process, create something that is a unique extension of themselves. Your car's journey begins here. To become a Builders' Cup champion, you'll need to outsmart and outbuild your opponents before battling it out wheel to wheel on race day.
It's the racing niche, in my opinion, compared to Forza. BeamNG has its advantages.
For our first series, we have a few cars for you to choose from.
Though it is
Each is a great starting
definitely
point for you to build.
not perfect.
So pick the one that speaks to you.
It's very much not perfect. So apparently the meta is just to go with Subaru. I don't like the look of Honda at the moment. I think Honda's going down a bit of an ugly route. And apparently the Mustang is the worst. So let's go with the Mustang because I love it. I want one. I can't afford it.
This GT model
The
is both
graphics aren't as
beauty and
good
beast,
as they
channeling
really
raw
could be.
V8 power through its rear tires for impressive lap times.
Seems fine to me. Subaru filter blower gasket. I currently have a half Subaru in real life. Think of what Beam will be in 10 years. Beam will be 2/3 done in 10 years. If it took them about a decade, or more than a decade, to get to point 3, I will be in my 50s, maybe 60s, when they finish BeamNG.
All right, let's go.
Talk about feature creep, huh? And people complain about freaking that one space game that was crowdfunded for a lot.
Here is where you create your best possible racing experience by adjusting the difficulty and rule set. As your racing skills evolve, try raising the difficulty to earn even more credits to buy other cars.
Higher values make eye opponents achieve faster lap times through more precise gas braking. Let's go like 50%. Is that 50? I don't know. Rule set bonus. A good challenge with let's focus on race strategy, penalties, sport rules, expert rules. Sure, let's go with that. You can change your setting any time between race events. Okay, so I can't do it mid-race. Fair enough. Beam's development is probably going to slow down since software development tends to become exponentially harder the larger the code base becomes. I think they also kind of shot themselves in the foot also by choosing the engine that they chose. Like, they just wanted cheap, and they jumped at it, which is unfortunate. But at least it was very customizable for them, so they were able to do what they wanted anyway with a first-person shooter game multiplayer engine.
I've set a target lap time for you. If you struggle to achieve the lap time, consider changing the difficulty settings before the race. Now
Sure.
let's get after it.
Let's start practice. Get used to this. There is no traction control
Practice
on.
is a critical part of any race event, where you hone your skills with your latest build on the track you'll be racing.
They
As
started
you
with
practice,
CryEngine.
you earn
Yeah, I
credits,
do
and
see
you'll
the
be
problems
tracking
with
your lap times
CryEngine.
to
I
see
get
how
it.
you match
I get
up
that
against the
one.
competition before the race.
Practice is a free session before each race. When you go that, you will earn credits, XP, valuable blah. Every practice session has a target lap time. Great. Don't forget to fuel up the car. Okay. 0 out of 10, Mustang didn't crash into a wall. Okay, yep, that's a drifty boy. Oh my god, that's a drifty boy. That's an understeery, boy. Okay. By the way, I'm using that Thrustmaster controller that has the wheel on it. Tricky. Didn't really want to switch into first gear there. I also don't know the track very well, which is disappointing. Sorry, it's going to result in a disappointing lap is what I meant to say. Okay, what is the expected lap time? Okay, about a second faster. I should be able to do that. God. Dropping a cog sucks. You know, on controller, this doesn't feel so bad. It doesn't feel right to be steering that much and not getting understeer on a road car. Alright, there we go. Reached the lap time.
We achieved our target time with that last lap. Great work.
That's weird. Braking didn't cause oversteer or understeer during that corner. Which usually it would do one or the other. Especially since I was already turning, it really should have caused understeer. Whoa! Uncontrollable snapback. Alright, I'm driving Project Cars 2 again. Or snap oversteer. Oh. You know, snapback is more the thing than snap oversteer. Sorry, I'm trying to drift now. It feels almost right, but not quite. Yeah, if you start to get oversteer, you really have to be careful and probably bail.
Great work. Feel free to...
The problem there is
That was a great practice session. Now it's time to race.
it's hard for games to control a snapback properly. This doesn't have it. Just bad at Forza Craft? Yeah, fair enough. Commentators goes, I mean, I like the game so far enough. I wouldn't pay a retail price for it. I think the game is the car is fairly well set up. Alright, let's try a race. Joke's on you, I don't have 4, so Gran Turismo is better. I can't disagree with Gran Turismo being better. That's what seemingly everyone that is impartial or not impartial seems to agree, except for Forza fanboys. Which there are a few.
Plenty of time to
I remember
size up the
somebody
competition before race start.
in my community was hell-bent on saying Forza is the most realistic game in the world because it takes like 14 million sensors into, or like telemetry data into account every second or something like absurd like that. And I'm like, yeah, sure, it does. But that doesn't mean that it's realistic. That just means it's taking in a lot of information and trying to do something with it. They're not trying to be a simulator game. They're trying to be Simcady. And they were like, no, you can't fucking say that about my Forza. They were getting so angry. They end up leaving my community because of it. Why does it look like you're fighting the steering just to get it to do what you want? Not really. I was trying to drift there for a little bit, just for a bit of fun. Wish Gran Turismo was on PC? Yeah. Or at least I wish Gran Turismo didn't have a subscription required to play online. Yeah, let's just go race. So, you do have to be cautious around fanboys. Or fangirls. Alright, here we go. Volkswagen GTI, doing about as good as me, but that's probably all-wheel drive, so that makes sense. But I'm surprised they didn't go faster, to be honest. A Renault going faster than me? Sure. Long sweeping corners, rear-wheel drive really should have the advantage. Over front-wheel drive, that is. A lot of going on here. They must be modified. Ah, okay. Had to bail out of that one. What is that ugly car? What the hell? And I'm talking about the Supra, I'm talking about the one behind it. Oh, is that an Alpine? Yeah, that makes sense. Alpines are ugly. Oh, am I driving an EcoBoost or something? These cars are like pulling away like it's nothing. For some reason, I thought I was just driving like a 400 or 500 horsepower Mustang. Okay, AI, okay, yep. I see how it is. Okay, yep. Okay, really? Of course no penalty. I wasn't in the wrong. The fuck was that? Okay, I am hating the AI. The AI cheat code and really shit. Severe vehicle damage? I don't feel it. Does this thing countersteer on its own? Did they turn driving assist back on? Yeah, no, they didn't. When using fully or partially assisted steering in the event that required to pit, so reduce the strength of the steering. Okay. Huh. Alright. No countdown going back out of a pause screen. Whoa, okay. Brakes are unbalanced towards the rear. Holy cow. No, it's not? Okay, it was just a weird coincidence. Oh, I also just remembered I actually have played a previous Forza Motorsport. I don't remember which one it was, though. I think it was like 6 or 5 or something? Would have been about like 2011 or something? One of the early ones, I actually don't remember very well. I was thoroughly unimpressed with it as well. I think it was also because I didn't get to play it very long. Do they want me to pit in? How many laps do we have? 4 laps. Okay.
One more. Finish strong.
Okay, yep, there is. Rear right suspension damage. I can feel it like going out under braking. Like that. In which it hasn't done before. It doesn't do it the other way around either. Also, I'm just saying that 370Z shouldn't be pulling quite so easily away from this thing. I get that it handles okay, but this vehicle is much newer and a lot more power. Unless it's the EcoBoost, but even then, the EcoBoost should be a lot stronger and a lot faster in a straight. Oh no, it's my front right suspension that has damage. Oh, that's weird. Huh. Doesn't feel like that. I always wish for the motorsport times to return. They never do. Welcome new people, including Cobra Pit. Phil is a typical Mustang driver. What, getting crashed into? I underestimate Forza AI. Oh, I very much do. What is best lap? 104? I got a 106. Not even close to things like a Honda Civic. A Ford Focus probably could be all-wheel drive. Don't know what a Vox Astra is. I'm guessing that's Vauxhall Astra. Renault Clio. Sure.
Points earned after every race will determine our overall series standings. Ending the series at the top of the leaderboard means that trophy is ours.
I get the feeling this is a lot like that time that I tried to do Gran Turismo Sport in a video, and I was in a fairly unmodified Audi TT and I was overtaking a Bugatti Veyron on a straight. Like, just weird shit balancing. That's what this kind of feels a little bit like. Not nearly as egregious as Gran Turismo Sport. It's still not great. Off we go to Mighty 1.9 TDI. Oh yeah, no, that thing would kick ass, apparently. Alright, let's keep going. I wonder if I can modify my car at any point. I'll probably just go for better tires. The rest of it seems fair enough for now.
Builders Cup event number 1 in the books. Good chip.
Gotta hate the 24 minutes of Nürburgring in GT6. I don't remember that. Actually, I never played GT6 at all. Practice, race, finish.
As our car levels up, we'll unlock new parts that we can use to increase vehicle performance.
Wait, I can't change my
We're ready to
tire
head for our next
type?
event.
But I can't.
Between each event,
What?
you'll have the opportunity to upgrade your car. Use the valuable car points you've earned for new performance parts. New parts will be unlocked as you level up your car throughout the series.
Cool.
Leveling
Performance.
up your car earns you car points.
Oh, you need
or
to
CP
shut up.
For short. Using your CP
I can't
gets
skip
you
this.
the best performance upgrades to install. Try to experiment.
Hey, love
with
your
different
content,
parts.
man. Here in
If a part
America,
doesn't
in the
get you
deep
results
south,
you were
lol.
looking for,
But
remove it. Then
seeing
use
the
refunded
leaderboard
CP
there,
for
all of
something
those
else.
underdogs beating the crazy cars makes no sense. The whole top was weird cars makes no sense. I mean, it makes sense that American cars are usually not particularly fast, but that was a bit wild. Yeah, the Dodge SRT4 Neon can do 200 miles per hour being front-wheel drive in GT6? Oh, okay, yeah. Unless you use race tires? Did they really have to make it CP? Yeah, Cheese Pizza. Captain Planet. Cockney Place. Forza Baby Unskippable Voice. Yeah, what is this? So available. CP.
No two cars are the same. Each car has its own unique set of parts. As you level
Yeah,
up
this
the
part
car,
I hope they
new
get rid
categories
of.
parts will unlock. Installing parts will change the car's performance, and the PI number will be recalculated.
Yeah, I get it.
to reflect that change.
I've played a game before.
The car's
Thank
PI
you.
is determined
Oh
by its
my
level of
god.
performance. The faster the car, the higher the PI number. Car class corresponds to a specified PI range.
CP
Each event will have a
stands
car
for something
class
that's
and PI
not
limit
good,
that we will need to
and
stay under in
please
order
don't
to
put it in
compete.
the comments. Just guess. It's
As we
not
build,
good.
be sure
You need
keep
to
an eye on the
fuck
balance
off.
between power and handling. Over-investing in any one area
Oh,
can
this
hurt
thing
our
sucks.
competitiveness. Experiment to find a build that's right for you. Quick Upgrade will
Oh
install
my
parts
God.
for you and build a car with a balanced performance.
One of the things that I hate the most is unskippable shit. X for quick upgrade.
This is a summary of how your car's performance will change when we install the parts for you.
What part am I putting on? Back. Let's go back. Back. You're a cunt.
Alright, now that we have some new parts installed, let's head out for our next event.
B to finish
That build
upgrades.
looks good. Let's head to Magello.
This is hurting my stomach to put up with. Like, it's literally triggering me with just anger. We put an air filter on, so what, I gained nothing? I spent 100 points on that? Yeah, I don't have any points left. That'd be very important for racing. Brakes, chassis reinforcement, roll cage, ballast, tires. This I would have loved to have put on. Like something wider? Why did I waste it on some garbage? Whatever. I think they put a cold air intake on, which does... They've proven multiple times, over and over again, does nothing for cars. Career points, totally not something else? Yeah. We'll go with cheese pizza. Money is CR for credits? Yeah, that makes sense. If you remove it, you get them. Oh, I didn't realize I could do that. No idea what this circuit is. I don't think I've ever heard of it before. I don't watch F1, if that's what
Changing one driving
we're
assist
doing.
at a time is the best way to understand how each affects car control.
I don't care. I'm not
While
going
you're running
to...
the required practice laps, push that new build to the limit.
I don't want to listen to you anymore. Even if you're telling me something important, I hate you so much that I would rather just have
As you
a shit
practice,
experience.
You'll pass through segments that are key to fast lap time.
Come on!
Your time is tracked through key segments, and when you improve your time, you'll receive a car progression bonus.
Doesn't that also just, like, stickers people also add? The 40 horsepower sticker? Oh! That wasn't great. Off track! Are you kidding me? What's my look back button? Driving assist, accessibility, gamepad and HUD. Mirror on. Wait, what? Ah, yes, this is what I want. Quick action. Choose when to display quick action hints in the race HUD for primary actions. Prompt quick chat. Okay, let's get rid of that. Can I not change control key bindings? Huh. Love the content. Thank you, Sabretooth. Okay, I need to be up to the left side. Feels alright. If I don't think about how a vehicle would handle
Every
in real
circuit
life,
features key segments,
this does
like the
okay.
one you just
That's a
completed,
game.
that we can use to gauge your overall lap performance. Experiment with where to get on the brakes, when to accelerate, and find your perfect racing line to shave precious seconds off your lap time.
It is way too easy to go sideways in this thing. Okay, that wasn't meant to happen. Okay, what time are we aiming for? A 108. Okay. We are way off that time. Right analog stick? Nope. Ah, okay. I keep lifting to get more traction on the front, but the traction doesn't come back. Like, no understeer under, like...
There you go. That was your fastest time in that segment
when you're, like, hard
Keep
lock
it up,
sort of
and we'll
thing.
have no problem getting the results we're after today.
And, yeah, you don't get extra traction when you lift off like you probably should. Alright, we're going for a 108. Have we made it yet? Doesn't look like it. Nope, too far off. Alright. Let's go again. I think it's that last corner where I'm losing most of my speed. Oh, come on. At least the Ford Focus is very slow during practice, which also apparently doubles as qualifying. Which I like. I don't like there being practice and qualifying most of the time because I'm just way too impatient. I'm 25 seconds down. Alright, here we go. These last complex of corners seems to be my slow point. What's happening? They added 14 seconds to my time? Is that what it was?
You did
I'm
the work in
confused.
practice. We can go race.
Nah, I'm gonna go one more. Practice ends in 9 minutes, we all can, right? I always feel like I've braked too early, and then it ends up that I've braked way too late. It's weird. Okay, now I'm just driving like garbage. What is this timer down thingy? Alright, last two corners. Nope. Yes, no, not yet. Yes, there, yet. It's so confusing, it just doesn't feel like to get used to this track. Alright, how do we do this time? Apparently I'm down 14 seconds, I don't understand. Damn it! We can still do this. We've got plenty of time. Alright. Don't penalize me for that. Car level 5. Oh, lots of understeer just then. You're right behind me as well. That's not annoying. Oh, I pressed the wrong button! The exact wrong button. The only button I didn't want to press is the button I just pressed. No, like, are you sure you want to end your practice and not qualify properly? Damn it. I wouldn't even call Asphalt a real game that sad. I don't know what Asphalt is. Alright, let's go. Why does it want me to look through drivers like that? I don't understand. The annoying thing was I meant to reach the right finger to push down. I reached with the left finger to push down, but I accidentally pushed the right one, so I stuffed up doubly. Really? He just turned into me for no reason. It feels like, you know the story about how Grand Theft Auto was created through a mistake in the code where AI would just start crashing into the player, and then they're like, we should make police do that. I feel that they've got a glitch in their code that just makes AI ram into you for no reason. Right, no target fixation, just drive. We can do this. That power nice and early out of that corner. I'm getting that one a little bit better as time goes on. This one I can take much faster. This one I can take much slower. My God, they are just pulling away. Like, I know I'm not a great driver, but Jesus Christ. Not even a chance. We got 4 laps. Okay. Ooh, the gearbox control is not great. Like, it drops down the gear for like 100 RPM of play. Like, that is not a great controlled gearbox. I would control it manually if I was in a sim rig though. Alright. No, not catching up. That's never gonna happen. How's my lap? That looks much better than my practice lap. Yeah, it's slightly. Okay, it felt much faster than my practice lap. I'm losing the people behind me, but not catching the people in front of me. There's a weird smearing motion blur. I feel like I'm using a cheap monitor right now. But I'm using one of the most expensive monitors in the world. Gaming monitors, that is. Okay, I had to bail out of that one. Really? One corner and they caught up to me. Did he turn into me again? To power out of that corner because I stuffed it up so badly. Okay, it was about half a second. No, a second slower than my best lap, so I'm sure they caught me a little bit. Don't go into first. That was not a well-taken corner. Oh, understeer. Get no penalty because I did such a bad job. I don't mean to rewind. Can I just get rid of the rewind altogether? That'd be fantastic. Because I keep expecting my Y button to be look back. I don't know which game it is that I play where I've set it to that. Oh, what the? Why'd you slow down so much? What was that? Well, I finished 4th. What are the specs of your PC tower? You can read it in the description.
We finished P4.
Yeah, I was trying not to get penalties. Sure. Okay. Moved up to 8th. Okay, but not great. Is this also, like, scaled? So if I do a modification, they'll get a modification as well?
Only one more event left to go in the series. Let's get going.
I'm not a fan of, like, things within things. How much do we have? We have 300. Ugh. 350. So I can't afford to go, like, full. And I don't want to have unbalanced tires. So I can't go with that. What about engine? Oil and cooling. Actually changes nothing. Oil and cooling upgrades helps protect your engine from friction, heat, and... Is that actually a thing in this game? Fuel and air. Air filter, intake, manifold. These do, like, nothing. Screw it. Alright, we're going tires. We're going one stage up. Actually, hold on. Why, they actually reckon it does stuff? I'm fine to not have the power advantage and instead go with tires. Then we got 200 left over. I have 200. I must have done my maths wrong at some point. Finish upgrades. Confirm.
The car's ready, so let's head to Kyalami.
There's damage over time for gears. Oh, and tires. That's about... Oh, interesting. Alright, let's go. Kyalami. Grand Prix circuit. I've heard of Kyalami, but I've never seen it before, I don't think. Unless you're actually running full-on Simcade, running an oil cooler and radiator upgrade is pointless. Not sure if... But everyone playing Forza games I've played was like that? I'm confused. Let's start practice. Let's hope the tires are really going to help a lot transform this. A lot to transform this car. There's one thing that Dark Horse has shown us. See, even the AI understands. That's hilarious. Tires are everything. Is footage in... Ooh, understeer. Okay. Oh, I vaguely know this track, I think. Yeah, I did really badly here in Assetto Corsa Competizione once. I don't know if it's the same layout. That's not a great exit. I think it is the same layout. And this corner is like a real tire burner. You prefer 6/4? I don't know. What the hell is this corner? What the fuck? This track is a little bit different from what it is in Assetto Corsa Competizione. You best, of course. It's my first time around. Thanks, game. Very good braking there. Have to brake a little bit more in a straight line. Hard curves, much like Assetto Corsa. Okay. Getting used to it. And a complicated final turn, which I just don't know how to get right. That feels a lot like Assetto Corsa. Alright. Now we're gonna have to deal with a slow car coming out. Is that the Vauxhall Astra, is it? Don't turn into me. Did poorly there. Apparently I'm 8 seconds down. Our best is a 210. We need to go for a 207. Alright. I don't think I'm going to reach that. Not at my current practice level. Oh, that's the amount of time I've done. And red or green is whether I'm faster or slower than last time round. Okay, that's not how any game has ever done it in the past, and they've decided to do something weird. Oh, no, that's not gone great. Sorry, Astra, I blocked you. But hey, it's your own fault for being the only AI that hasn't just arbitrarily rammed me. Okay. Noob best. Somehow. Trying to get it really nice and smooth. Graphics on this track are garbage. I feel like I'm driving a PS3 game, to be honest, with this track. Alright, what time are we doing now? Not a good time. Worse than last time, considering. 2 seconds slower. There was that one major stuff on low. Now, where's my braking point here? Out there? Okay, that feels good. this is feeling a little bit more put together this time around. Whoops, daisies. Getting a little distracted by the things popping up on the screen. This map is terribly textured. Not terribly textured, but like terribly put together. This map is not even a BeamNG's low level of map creation. BeamNG is only bad, by the way, because it's trying to make it as low quality as possible to help performance. Like, this just feels like it's a really old reused asset. Is it maybe because I got the graphics down really low or something? I don't know. I've never actually changed any graphic settings. But like, all the curbs are like perfectly pristine. There's tire marks on sand, and then the sand just kind of pokes through and over the curbstones. Like, what the hell? Okay, we're only 1.6 seconds up, apparently.
Great work in practice. Time to race.
We're still about a second behind preferred time. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that with this car and my skill level. What I hate is this corner here coming up. I cannot see it. It's one of two corners that are like completely blind to me. Also, this sounds nothing like an engine I've ever heard before. Something just kind of hit me. One of the reasons why this doesn't feel like a Mustang is this engine just doesn't sound right. Is that me? Or do you think this engine kind of sounds more digital than real? I have to learn to trail brake a little bit more in this car. Be a little bit more brave. Like that. Okay, much better exit out the corner as well. Oh, I'm only 0.6 of a second faster though. Damn it! Fuck it, finish practice. I don't care anymore. The sounds aren't even as good as Forza Horizon 5. That's weird. Doesn't sound like any V8. I mean, true that it doesn't sound like any real V8, but it does sound like a V8. Just kind of like a synthetic V8. Sounds like what you would find in a BMW, where it's like piped into this cabin. Anyway, let's go race.
Before each race, you can adjust your starting position. If you cross the finish line in first, second, or third position, you will receive a podium bonus. The size of the podium bonus depends on your starting position and difficulty settings. The more you challenge yourself, the bigger the podium bonus could be.
Missing those deep notes? I mean, it kind of has deep notes, but we're keeping it in the higher rev range. Did I just see an engine, like, big blower coming out of an engine? Welcome, Jumbo Jacob. I mean, I'm trying to, like, not break too much traction at the beginning, but that sucked. I bet you the AI has no problem switching to driving at night, which is like a dick move. Oh, somebody went off. Hopefully that wasn't because of me. Oh, there's no checkpoint marker line across the track. I'm gonna have to get used to that. Okay, I'm getting a little bit more used to drifting in this. Keep in mind I'm also still using a controller. Okay, wherever I sit, there seems to be like a gap that opens up in front and behind me. Really? I mean, I overshot? That's a... Come on. Ugh. That was a terrible corner. And now the AI is bunching up really badly? Was I that bad? I can't see what a track is. Okay, now I see it. Well, that checkpoint line across the track basically is what I'm trying to say is still there. Which I use for a braking marker. I think I figured it out. How they make cars faster or slower. If the car is in front of you, it's faster. If the car is behind you, it's slower. Just arbitrarily. Which basically means if car is faster, faster. If car is slower, slower. Like, what the Let's try to beat the 107 range, though, that I was trying to reach. Oh, that was bad. Don't worry, we've got this under control. There we go. And completely lost them now. What the hell? Oh, this is not easy at night now. Dick move for them to do that. Like, I know that a lot of the times practices and whatnot don't happen at the same time of day. But it feels unfair for them to put it in. Just saying. Okay, well that doesn't feel right. Why did I understeer so much that time? Did I carry that much extra speed? That was a terrible time though. What are we, 110 again? Oh no, 109, 279. And they're still falling away from me. What is up with that? That felt good. That felt really good. That felt bad. That felt really bad. That was actually pretty terrible. Okay. I came out only a little bit slower than normal. Okay, we're not having a good lap apparently. Losing even more time. Still losing the people behind us, though. That second apex as good as we can. Wow, we're even losing more time to our best time. I carried more speed into there than I normally do, so I completely overshot the corner. Oh, that's bad. He apparently carried even more time than speed into that corner as well. Alright, what are we... Oh, we're on the last lap anyway, so that's fine. Whatever, doesn't matter. How inconsistent are the AI in this game? Lots of freeze framing as well there.
We finished P1.
Sure. I'm now in second place. I think I went from like, what was it? 11th to 8th and now to 2nd in the overall rankings? Sure. One thing I do like is the atmosphere. I agree. The sky and extra environmental lighting look nice. The maps themselves look like garbage though. Imagine a V7 with one... Okay, hello Phil, did I miss something important while I was gone? I don't know. There's too many people here for me to keep track of.
Congrats. We just earned our first Builders Cup trophy. Not a bad way to start our collection.
Sweet. Alright. Believe it or not, we've been going for 1.5 hours. Time, I think, to gather our thoughts about this game. Let's just go to the, like, car selectee menu, maybe. We'll have a bit of a chat. Also saw a 50s Cadillac.
Every Builders Cup tour contains multiple series of car groupings, each a unique challenge to outbuild and outrace your competition. As you complete tours, you will unlock unique rewards. Check back regularly, as new tours with new rewards are released on a regular basis.
They've gone Forza Horizon on their menus. One of the things that I hated about Forza Horizon, well, one of a few things, was the menus. The menus are shit and should be burned. Kill it with fire. Yes, the Cadillac 500 big block was so awesome. What are we talking about? Huge. Why is a two-door boat so freaking big? Unless the new Charger has something... Smythe kit? I'm not sure what that is. Just joining. Thought on the game? I mean, it was doing pretty well until I saw that they went, like, to this sort of menu system. If you're not looking for realism, and apparently if you don't care what the map looks like graphically wise, it's an okay game. The menu I already hate. Like, I'm looking at this and like, what the fuck is any of this? Like, you have to... For people with dyslexia, it is incredibly obvious when a menu is thought out well and when it's not thought out well. If I look at this, I'm going, oh, great, cars to select from. No. These are track sort of things. The only way you know that is by doing the chore, which is reading. So for dyslexia like me, I look at this and go, oh, I actually have to read these? That's also a race? That's also a race? This is not a good, like, I'm a stickler for menus and learning curves. Like, learning curves that are put properly into games. The learning curve of this was fairly nice. If it was, oopsie daisies, I didn't mean to do that. If it was meant for somebody that had never played or used a computer of any sort, or never a phone or anything, because it set out for you to read everything as opposed to just being able to look. That's what that is. That's what that is. By just looking at it.
Their practical layout and substantial cargo space.
How do I skip this? How do I exit out of this? Still an awful UI. Press B button. There we go. Is there... Okay, so I can press B and go out? There's a different menu? Why does loading a menu take any time? At all? That's just weird. That's just weird. I thought we were... Like, they talk about games trying to get rid of loading screens when it comes to things like... What's that Lara Croft game? Where, like, they were saying there's no loading screens, but then they went through, like, a small sort of passageway area, and people were like, oh, that's the loading thing, but you've just hidden it as a bit of a gameplay semi-cutscene sort of thing, where they can unload the previous section and reload the forward section. But this, just a menu. Bit weird. Tomb Raider, yeah, one of the Tomb Raiders. Press it once more. There's more back menus? Oh, there is too. What about... Nope, no, there's no more. That's poorly. Menus within menus of sub-menus? And then more menus under that? This game wasn't made by people that were passionate. This was made by people that wanted a paycheck. I don't know whether the individual developers are like that, but high up in the ranks, they don't care about this game. I don't mind the driving. But because I can't mod it, I don't feel passionate about it. Where the car if you had money back in the day, and if you could see the fuel gauge drop when you floored them. I hated reading that. Yes, but the roaring voices under the hood was so cool, never again. No, and never again ever made. What? Like shouldn't I said poor game design. Yeah, wait, is there mod support for this? I don't think there is there? Which is a bit disappointing. It seems that for some reason, I don't understand why, but some game developers seem to think that modding games means that people won't buy DLC or something like that, or that allowing modding will hurt their bottom line, which is completely wrong. Because this game, everybody's going to forget about it. It's like nobody's really going to be streaming or playing this game on YouTube in the next couple of weeks. And then by the end of the year, you'll have to remind people that this game came out, and they'll be like, did it? For the most part. There'll be the Forza fanboys, which is fine. But because they don't care about the longevity of the game, they just want the initial sales and then potentially try to get DLC. They could ride the DLC train, I reckon, if they kept hype up on this game, which is what modding does. Modding builds hype on games. Like a lot. There are mods, but not officially. Fair enough. I'm 23 as well, so I was young driving a huge boat. One of my first cars was a 1977. I thought it was an XB, but I'm pretty sure it was actually an XC. Ford Falcon with the rally pack. 6-cylinder automatic, didn't matter. It was a huge but fantastic car. I loved it. Unfortunately, the vehicle, great interior, passable engine, the paint was good because it was holding the rust together. Turns out there wasn't much car. Ugh. They player base in a few weeks will be a few hundred. I bet you the player base will be about 1,000 because it's also off-platform. It's in the Microsoft Store. And at the moment, they just don't have the trust of players or like the enthrallment of players, kind of like what you get with Steam. Steam spent decades building up goodwill with players and giving them a nice platform to be on. Gave integrated modding, which is something that, what's that company called? The Fortnite guys, the Unreal Engine guys. Epic Games. Like, Epic Games hasn't done. And Epic Games just went in with a lot of money to developers, but not actually doing what it was that Steam did. And then they started to realize, oh shit, we're not making as much money as we thought we were. Not very well thought out. AC without mods would be... yeah. If AC didn't have modding, nobody would be talking about it. It'd be like Project Cars or Automobilista. There'd be the fans, but that's it. It would have died in 2013, Assetto Corsa? Yeah, because with the bugs that were never fixed and just the general, like, just coming across some things that make you go, this game's not finished yet, sort of feel to the game, especially the menus. The menus here are actually somehow worse, I reckon, than Assetto Corsa. Would I keep playing this game? I would play this game if there was enough hype around it. Like if I had friends that I played with, all that sort of stuff. If some of the BeamNG YouTuber people came to me and said, "Hey Phil, we're doing a Forza Horizon thing," I would totally jump in. Would I play this of my own volition, like I did Assetto Corsa Competizione? No. It doesn't really... it doesn't excite me. BeamNG also would have been like, would have remained, in everybody's opinion, a toy game, where you just go around crashing things if it wasn't for modding, keeping the hype in the game, that helped flourish the community into liking it for other things than just going around crashing. Which there still is a lot of that, but that keeps hype around the game. Better than the Ramfest of the previous games. I do like the only reason why I gave this game a try at all was because of the safety rating system. ACUI without CSP is awful. Yeah, and with Content Manager it's also awful, but awful in a different way. BeamNG is a real underdog. Yeah, I think it's because they lent too much into the child attractiveness of like the flashy crashing and all that sort of stuff, and then leaning into what the YouTubers were doing with them just going around doing nothing but crashing them. It really does give it that like, oh, the game that kids play, or not PewDiePie, who was the one that played it a lot? Jacksepticeye played it a lot. Which kind of gave it that feeling of not being like a serious game, just kind of like a fun physics game. Which is not why I particularly care for the game. Yeah. I feel like a lot of car games has gone downhill after Forza Motorsport 4 and Forza Horizon 1 days. I really find in new racing games I tend to enjoy a longer period of time today. I like Assetto Corsa Competizione, but it really does lack range of gameplay. So I'm excited to see the new Forza Horizon game. Sorry, not Forza Horizon. The new Assetto Corsa game that's going to be coming out that is like Assetto Corsa Competizione, but with modding support, which I think, oh my god, the other game, ACC should have had. Crazy Rigs of Rods is still around. I've not played it yet. I've only ever seen a few people look at it. You don't like Jack? Oh, Jacksepticeye? Sure. That's fine. Roblox Crashing Tycoon 3D? If you say so. I've never played Roblox. Don't have any interest in playing that either. Anyone else having saving issues? I don't know. I did have... So I went to go back earlier this year to Forza Horizon 5. And it is meant to have cloud save. I lost my old hard drive that I originally started playing on. And I was going to play with my friends. Went to get into it. It couldn't find my save. It had glitched in between a state of yes, there's a save, and no, there is not a save. So some things were available, but not actually available, and some things just weren't available. And I couldn't play with my friends because I hadn't saved up money. I didn't want to do the microtransaction game. So I uninstalled it, and I'm probably never going to play Forza Horizon 5 ever again. Heard of Scrap Mechanic? Yes, I have. Haven't played it yet, though. That can happen with Microsoft Azure. I don't know what Azure is. Did he seen it? What are we talking about? Also, I'm loving looking at this car. I love this Cadillac. I want to put it into BeamNG. But I don't, again, want to, like, copyright infringe. Yes, survival even without mods. I wish more people played it. What are we talking about? Oh, you're talking about Scrap Mechanic. Okay, then. Just make a similar hybrid, then? I mean, I could. But I love the livery of this thing. And just the design of it. I think this is a great design. I think it was a mistake that they stuck to LMDH or IMSA? GTP? Something? I'm not sure. I would have loved to have seen this been the full-blown LMH car. A Le Mans hypercar. I think is a little bit more special. I think them going the cop-out route, and the fact that, like, IMSA didn't really want to play full ball with, like, whatever the European racing thingy, I'm not sure. I think that was a bit shit. And then Cadillac had to choose. Do we go with the lower rank American build, or do we go with the rank where only like one race a year matters? And I think that they went with something that was better for marketing for them. So I think that's fine. Oh man, you should check out the cars in the game. I want to see if you approve or disapprove of the selection of cars. Okay, we'll have a look in a bit. It does look nice. I think it's gorgeous. I love this thing. I don't think there's a single car on the field at the moment that gets me going quite as much as this Cadillac. In a mildly distant second would be the Ferrari. But the rest, all really boring. The Toyota's iffy on looks, to be honest. I think you should do a video about Scrap Mechanic. I think I'm gathering that maybe I should do that. I know who to talk to about getting into it. Yes, main assembly is crazy. Trailmakers community as well, can't forget those creators. Trailmakers, I've heard of Trailmakers. Isn't that like a bike or a motorbike thing? I like that the livery goes from racing orange to mafia suit pinstripe. Are you one of those people that like missees colors? Because that's clearly yellow. My mum sees very often orange as red, which is weird because she has no problem seeing any other color. Or is it the other way around that she sees red as orange? I can't remember, but those two colors she mixes up a lot. Philman and Khan Gaming. I didn't say it. But at least I can ask him now that we are in communications. We tried to put something together, but he just got really busy, I think. There is a possibility, though. Maybe he doesn't like me? I don't know. Like, I think he jumped into adding me as a friend a little too eagerly, and then I feel as if he kind of regretted it a bit because it's been a little bit suddenly busy sort of thing. Meant yellow? I'm just okay. If you meant yellow, I just don't get how people missee colors, like, because my mum doesn't have problems with any other colors. Are receptors that different in eyes? Can they actually do that? Where people... Khan doesn't main scrap mechanic anymore, does he? Wait, am I scrap mechanic? Is that what we're talking about? I don't know. But there is another guy who was the one I was actually thinking of. I also do find that I'm a very intense kind of person when it comes to trying to set dates. I don't beat around the bush. When people get in contact with me to collab, I come across like, first, I'll leave it to them, saying, when do you want to do this? What would you like to do? So that leaving it to them. So then if they want to take the reins, they can. Because I find that if I take over too quickly, people will get off-put. But if they're beating around the bush a lot, I get it. I do get impatient. It's a problem of mine. But I try to then, like, soften it by saying, okay, cool. Why don't we do this and we can do it on this day? Then I really get to learn whether they're ready or not to actually deal with me. I like Neological. I like Komodo. About the same. On the same sort of level. Neological's a little bit more open to talk to me. But I think Neological also is a little bit hesitant to work with me again as well. Because he tends to keep pushing things off a lot. So I've kind of eased off on bugging Neological so much. I feel as if I was maybe getting on his nerves. I might ask Komodo again. I think I have an idea to make a video with Komodo. I don't know who Mondo is, or Mundo. But yeah, okay, you wanted me to look at the range of cars. Oh, there's just a thing here. Buy cars, my cars, upgrade, paint design. Can I just go into like an arcade non-career mode? Is that a thing I can do in this game? Anybody know? Kind of isn't a lot of Scrapman's videos. Now I kind of sucks. Isn't in a lot of Scrapman. I don't know who Scrapman is. I actually learned about Khan not through Scrap Mechanic at all. What got me interested in him was Railroads Online. Back when that was a better game. I'd love to watch Khan, Cosmo, Filmman, Scrapman play something. I would love them to like jump into a video like one of those sorts of guys. I don't know who Scrapman is though. And for them just to kind of teach me the ropes. Khan was an engineer, or is? Really? You can also rent any car in the game. Okay, it doesn't look like there is a way just to play arcade mode. Apparently we can rent cars though.
Here you'll find hundreds of cars by dozens of manufacturers.
This is where I like, even though it's submenus of submenus, I get it. This is a very clean, efficient, and clinical way of laying out cars. But I do kind of prefer Gran Turismo's layout, where it's kind of like the world map, and then you like go over to this country and have a look at their cars, which is where I kind of learned like where cars are from. Like I learned all the Japanese cars are from that country, and then you go to the smaller markets because there were no big markets in any other country in the first games, and it felt like a fanfare. You could like uncover another car. You're like, oh, what's this? It's RUF or TVR. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, let's have a look at that. That like, oh wow, this one has like good power numbers. Here's just like clinically laid out. It is very easy, but it's also a little bit boring. There's no fanfare. It doesn't tickle me giblets. Gran Turismo UI is awesome. I think it has its advantages. It's not all perfect. So can you play Scrap Mechanic someday? I reckon I will give it a go one day. You know what, actually, let's have a quick look. Keymailer.com or .co. I won't show you guys this because I don't think I'm allowed to show this, but I'm going to see if I can get a free key for it right now. What was it? Scrap Mechanic. Is it one word? Okay, I can't easily get a free copy of it, but I will try emailing them or something to see if I can get a free one because I'm cheap and nasty. TVR Cigaris hits different? Yeah. Like finding the TVR and you're like, whoa, look at the power to weight on this thing. It's got big fat tires. Oh, this thing looked really awesome. And then you drive it and you're like, I can't see why it was so cheap now. Let's have a look. Oh, I can't loop around? There's a lot of Audi. There we go, Aston Martin. Yeah, there's some cool old... Oh, that looks like it'd be fun. Oh, we switched over to Audi at some point. Didn't even notice. Imagine if we're the reason the amazing Philman plays Scrap Mechanic. So I'd heard other people suggest that I should play it. I think you guys are the final nail in the coffin. I just saw the Bugatti EB110. Ooh, boy! I don't often buy toy models of cars, but I learned about the EB110 from a magazine when I was a kid, and I just had to have it. I was like, I love this car. And then I saw it in the store. And I was like, that's when I was like, I have to have this model toy. Absolutely love this thing. 1991. Oh, that's 92. Not as good as mine. Theirs is also different. They got like the holes in the back quarter window sort of thing. Or back quarter. This one doesn't have that. God, I love the EB110. The EB110 has been mesh slapped into BeamNG. Kind of like this car right here. Ah! Like that thing that I mesh slapped in. Main menu, race, free play. We'll give you custom race modes. Oh. Okay, well, I'm going to keep looking through the cars, though. What was I doing? Yeah, I was trying to look for one... Never heard of that vehicle before. Anyway, I saw something. The Chaparral. I wonder if they have more Chaparral or if that's it. That's it? Okay, that's disappointing. Chaparral had some really wild cars that I meant to go back to but never did. There's only one Volvo? Maybe they unlock. That's just wrong. There should be more than one Volvo. Is that Celine? Hey, it's Celine. Nice. There's a new Celine? 2018? I never knew that. Alright, you said... What was it? Main menu race. Free play.
We've secured you unlimited access to the biggest collection of cars on Earth. And the best tracks to race them
Perfect.
on. Set your
Quick
race
event,
rules, or
advanced.
run
Let's
with
go
no
quick
rules at
event.
all. Better buckle up, though. The action is going to be intense.
I get a choice of 2 cars. I have 91,000 credits. A Toyota 86 costs 40. That doesn't even have a price? But does that mean that I already own it? confused. Who agrees? Forza Horizon 4 is better than 5? You know what? I kind of do like the British one, but a lot of people don't. I do like the driving arcade feel in 5, but hated it in 4. So I'm a little bit torn on that statement there, Pro Gamer. DLC car? Oh, the shopping cart means I need to pay for a microtransaction. Yay! Like, imagine paying a monthly fee and then still being like, you still have to buy things. But then when we don't want to do multiplayer anymore, you just don't get the game ever again. Yes, I'm a jaded, salty old man. God, all of the fun cars cost too much. I know I've only done like one race series. I just wanted some free play. What's 10? Is that the level? I'm not sure. Let's see if we can go into advanced. Still only the 2 cars. You liked Forza Horizon 3? Never played it. Is that the one in Australia? I'm not sure. You can rent them for free? Wait, really? Oh. How do you rent them? Alright, let's pick a car. Something that's fun. Something that I want to drive. You know what? Since it's got an arcadey feel anyway, I feel as if something like this would do. How do I... Jump to tab, filter, sort back, A select? Oh, it's free. Sweet. Okay. Now see how it is. Circuit, track, random, track layout, time of day. Can I set like a year? No, I can't. Sure, let's give this a try. You like Forza Horizon 2 the most too? Damn. Be sick in a bad way? Oh, Laguna Seca! Nice. Not a historic track, but okay. Would have been nice if I could have just gone like a historical race.
WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca is a technically demanding track where any time spent off the racing line means losing precious seconds to your competition.
You can change your settings any time between race events. Sure. Let's just go for a race. Wish I could set like a historical race. That'd be great. Kind of like a Project Cars 2 sort of thing. That's cool. Except flames.png that were coming out of the exhaust were clipping through the exhaust. If this is an arcade game, yeah, why don't I race in third person? Or Simcade. You know, it doesn't drive like it's got crosswise, to be honest. Or buy a supply tires. Yeah, oh, no, almost. I tried to weight transition. Yeah, this thing doesn't like a weight transition at all. I was hoping that it would give me opponents as well. But I'm doing a 3-lap single-person race? What is this? Tires are pretty simplistic in this game. That's unfortunate. This man is on shrooms, as am I. What? I am not on shrooms. Did I? I went to go with quick race. Let's pick a car again. Cadillac. Let's pick a Cadillac. None of those excite me except for the actual one. The Chaparral with active wing. Let's keep going. Wait, no, there was that weird one that I've never seen before. Wait. Never seen that either. Yeah, this one. You know what this reminds me of? The Elfin. I was wrong. It doesn't remind me of this, but that's what came to mind. Don't know why that came to mind. I'm thinking of a different car. Not sure which car, though. Was there a different Elfin? It was an Elfin, just this Elfin instead. Wait, hold on. I wonder if they have Elfin. Nope. I saw all of the E's right there. Doesn't exist. Okay, so. Track, random. Track layout, random. Time of day, noon. Weather. Oh, number of drivers. There we go. Let's get a full grid. Let's hope that they're the same category. Probably are. Cocaína. It reminded me of that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where he played a Russian police officer, and he was like
After the fast backstreet at Grand Oak, the final turns run over undulating hills.
It translates to it's cocaine, I think. Oh, track toys. Okay. That sounds like garbage. Why does it sound like the audio is coming from inside of a bucket? Ah! Sorry. Sorry. Come on. I could do nothing about that. At least I'm not the only one doing damage. Jesus! I don't know this track. Probably should have picked a track I know. It also sounds like I'm revving up to 3,000 RPM. Instead of like 7. This doesn't feel good. I've heard that the AI get really slow when they're in groups. So I completely lost track of speed and braking distance and everything like that. There was also no practice, which kind of sucked. And this sound is horrible. I am not a soundie. I do not usually care about audio, but this is distractingly bad. Jesus. What are you doing, son? Why am I on this track? Well, let's also pick a different car. That sucks. Are you trying to reference a different game here? It's all they could afford for a microphone? It feels as if it was like just a synthesized sound. Let's go until we find something interesting. Old Camaro would be nice. Corvettes. Datsun? 280ZX? I've never seen that car before. Weird. Best car in the world? I wouldn't know. They never came to Australia. Don't know what that is. Some Ferraris to pick from. What do you guys think I should go with? This is Mid-Ohio, right? I wouldn't know. Ohio has all of the hippie crystals, does it? Okay. Get the F40. Here's something I want to point out. Growing up in the 90s, the F40 felt like an almost cool car, but wasn't really. It felt very underwhelming. There was the Testarossa, which looked so much cooler back in the day. It was like, wow, look at all this stuff. And then the F50 came out and everyone was like, wow, these cars are so cool. And the F40 was just very forgotten. It was not a cool car. But now, the F50 is not loved, and the F40 is one of the more expensive Ferraris out there. Mitsubishi 3000. F40 LM. Alright, let's have a look through Ferrari. I do like the idea of an F40 LM, but I don't think it exists here. Well, you're shit out of luck. Screw it. I'm gonna go the F50. Because even though I don't care for it now, it was a fantastic car back in the day. Nostalgia reasons. Clearly, I played a lot of... Shoot. Need for Speed 2 Special Edition. Do you like how smoothly I speak without taking any pauses? You should try the F15 Sylvia 3D model, is very nice. Isn't that apparently the only car that got remodeled or something like that? I'm not sure. You have something crazy or unexpected? The F50 is unexpected. Nobody loves that car. Imagine if Phil does the Mustang driver. Probably still going to do that. Let's go with the track I know. Don't know that one. I do know Spa. Yeah, let's do Spa. You remember Need for Speed 2 Special Edition? Somehow, out of nowhere, that was the one game which introduced so many people to the franchise. Number 1, nah. Number 2, nah. Number 3, nah. 4, nah. But 2 Special Edition? That got a lot of people in. I don't know why. This also feels like an unrefined old map.
The good
very
news
old
here
map.
at Spa is that they laid new asphalt that added a ton more grip, which should give you the opportunity to really push the car out there.
No practice, straight into a race. Okay. Underground Man. I did play Underground. I freaking loved that game. Wait, do they all have the same car as me? Really? I didn't tell them to select only the same car. Is this the only car in this category? Like, what the hell? Okay, that sounds kind of cool. I feel they braked a little bit early. Ah! Got onto the painted stuff. Tried to accelerate. That was a mistake. Alright, I don't know how this car will go around Radion. Yep. That corner has always been incredibly dangerous. Rewind. That thing I hate. Let's do that. I'm getting thrown by being behind somebody like this. Did everyone just go off? Really? The hell was that? The camera's up a little bit high, I feel, and looking backwards. Also, everyone braked really early again. Weird. Did I not get to choose my, driver adeptness for the AI? Because they're really poor at driving right now. Don't want to crash a probably $2 million X race car. That was the wrong button. Damn it, I keep pressing that to look backwards. That's to look backwards. $180 miles per hour for 3 seconds? What is this lame reward? Okay, knowing the track a little bit at least helps. Have I overheated my rear tires? What's going on? I expected a gantry to be there. Okay. I feel like I carried only a little bit too much speed, but then went off way too far. Okay. We're coming up to a Rouge. I wonder if we could take it at full speed. Or is it Blanchimont? I think this is Blanchimont. No, I don't think I can. No, definitely can't. Did I just go 130 in first gear? Damn.
Last lap. Let's go.
Oh, this thing is not good under brakes. I expected a downforce monster. Didn't have a downforce monster? Stuff that up. But at least I didn't brake before the corner like a plebeian. Though I did overbrake because I made a mistake. Okay, the straight line speed does not match its braking ability. It's throwing me off. Because this thing goes hard. I think also what made people not particularly interested in the F50 is the F40 broke a kind of speed record at the time. Even if they did apparently cheat with the F40 by just lying. But the F50 didn't. It was hard to beat that McLaren. And that Jaguar, I think. All it was just like a really freaking good car, apparently. I've never driven one or been in one, or seen one in real life. But apparently it was just a good car. With tragic 90s design. Out on a little too early then. This actually is a nice car to drive. I like this. This actually feels really good, except for the fact that I'm getting all my braking markers wrong. Oh, it got really unsettled under brakes just then. And brake too early. So much faster than the AI that they're not even on my mini-map. I feel like the revs are meant to be like much pitchier, reaching like 10,000 RPM. But at least it sounds nicer than the other car that we drove beforehand. Yeah, the XJ220 did claim 220, but apparently in actual recordings didn't do that. And didn't the McLaren F1 do more than 240? I was like 246 or something? I'm not sure. Subox? I don't know what that is. This makes me kind of sad the F50 GT never got to race. Did it not? Oh. I don't really know much about it. That felt nice to drive, though. I liked that. I just wish the AI didn't default to whatever garbage setting they were set to. Oh, wow. It's got a modern front lip. Huh. Toyota 9R. I like Mr. Toyota 9R. Is that a thing? What's a Toyota 9R? Or is it just some randomly generated? It's an engine. Okay. So they tried to come up with like a name. Fantastic. Welcome, Rollo Prolo. Who would like me to do? What? Anyway, I think that's enough. I don't know if I'm going to play this game again unless people ask me to. Hold on, let me check Discord quickly. Is there a YouTuber event going on at the moment? There is not. Alright, well that's that then. Basically done for the day then. Now we're just winding down. Let's have a look at cars whilst we also go have a look. I am disappointed in the lack of range of cars. I feel as if they're... like, they have more cars than this. I swear to God they do. Available to them, that is. Have they removed a bunch of cars? Because I know that Motorsport... sorry, not Motorsport. Horizon 5 has more than this, I'm pretty sure. They have 3 versions of the same Cadillac, though. With a different livery. Basically, all exactly the same car. Good stream, honestly. Had a good morning, Phil. Ah, thanks, Brandon and Rosalind. Ryzen has like 760. What are we talking about? Being in a chat that doesn't have thousands of people. Ha! Oh, I wish I had thousands of viewers. That would be fantastic. But yes, you are right. The chat does kind of get away from you in that regard. I would love to drive in one of these mid-engine Corvettes just to see what it's like. See how an American company does a muscle mid-engine car like this. You feel everything good? Well, we're basically the end of the stream now. We're just winding down, having a look through some of the cars. What do I give this game out of 10 on controller? Some of the cars are garbage. Some of the cars are great. If you're driving a good car, and it's set up just right, which would take a while, the game's like a 9. If you're not in a great car, the game's like a 6. 5. The game's like a 5. So, it's kind of like, a 7 overall. You give it 4 out of 10 for the price? Yeah, what is the price? I don't know what the price is. I just got it from the Game Pass for free. Let's have a look at the Microsoft Store. Yep. Anytime now. Okay, what are the prices? I mean, that's the premium edition. That's the most expensive, right? The normal version, $120? No. This is a $60 game. So, they're doing what they're doing, which is overpricing every game and then saying, but you can get it on Game Pass. And trust me, you're probably not going to play it for very long anyway, so it is more value. There's a link to get Game Pass in the description if you want it. If there is enough interest in this game after a little bit, and enough people are asking for it, I will hold some events. EA Sports, it's in the game. I remember there being like a really great meme. I don't know why I love that one, but I just love it. Subscriptions are worth so much money. Yeah. EA, but it's just E, yeah, basically. E. Like the meme insert? Thanks. High quality stuff here. What else we got? I did see like a Camaro with like a really cool body kit on it, or some sort of like something. Might have been a Dodge, I'm not sure. I do like the Viper a lot. But is there not the original Viper? Oh no, here we go. Original Viper, no, it's 1999. Close. Wait. They don't have a Gen 1 Viper. That's disappointing. We looked at Ferrari already. Definitely high quality. People don't know what they're missing out on. What are we talking about? Oh, the meme inside. This is my experience with Roblox. Roblox 2018, fun, not boring. I can't read that because it's covered up. Hey, we got an Australian car. Can we... Hold on, where's the filter? Nope. Sort X. Country. Australia. Okay, we have 1, 2. Hey, look at that. Featured. Oh, okay. Where'd the Ford Falcon go? I was literally just looking at a Ford V8 supercar. What happened to that? Also, I hate the fact that games like Forza, they're like, Australian cars? Oh, yes. Holden only. No other cars were ever made in Australia and only for Australian domestic market. No, Ford never made the Falcon. Mitsubishi never made the Magna or the 360 here. Or the Sigma, which is a real car they made, the Mitsubishi Sigma. Or the Nissan Skylines, which were unique to Australia sometimes. Little bits. I just don't get the... Is it because Holden is the only unique name in Australia, even though it is literally just GM and most of the time it was a European body with just like a little bit of Australianness kind of dashed in there? They consider Ford United States? I mean, I know the headquarters company is, but it's Ford Australia. So let's go to USA. United States. They put Lexus under America? What is that? That is the dumbest thing I have seen in this entire game. Like, I get putting Ford under, like, the Ford Falcon under America because ignorance. I get it. Nobody at Forza actually cares about cars. They're all just about, like, checking boxes, making money. What? What happened to Hyundai and Forza? I don't know. But this is clearly a Japanese company. Somebody over there was just kind of like, yeah, sure, it seems like an American car. We'll put it here. Like, it's not just one Lexus, it's more than one Lexus. And here we go. The Australian Ford Falcon V8 supercar. What? Phil, Forza are about making money. I mean, I get it. This is capitalism, making money. Mosquito. I'm gonna get you. Well, it went away. But, there's some choices made here. Meanwhile, Roblox devs, I'm swimming it. Yeah, Roblox devs, but at least the Roblox devs know what they're doing. And they have, like, interest in their sort of thing that they're making, and they care about their community at least in some way. And they know what makes a successful community. Though that might have been blind luck, I'm not sure. Toyota owns us, but Lexus is US? In no way whatsoever. Literally, it's so pay to win, is it? Have you seen 7th Gen Mustang in Australia yet? Speaking of which, where are the 7th Gen Mustangs in Forza? 7th Gen Mustang? What's that? Oh, okay. So this is what the Dark Horse was a version of this. Back end looks fairly nice. The front end, it doesn't feel as special as the last one. Especially that one. That looks really nice. This just feels like a well put together sort of design. Nice flowing lines and all that. I don't know. Oops. I like these lines here, but don't like them here. I don't know, this just isn't doing it for me as much. That looks nice. Is that a 7th gen? The headlights are different. Is that what it is? Yeah. I like that 7th gen. 7th gen looks way better for sure. Really? What's the opinion of people? Start a poll. Mustang 7th, 6th. They turned the Mustang into a European car. It does feel a little bit like they were trying to make it European. You probably don't like the wide fenders? Is that what it is? Yeah, wait. That looks straight up like a Camaro. Or like one of the other American cars on the back end. It doesn't look like the other Mustang. I like that line there, and this just doesn't have it. I don't know. Yeah. The back end's kind of a bit of a draw. I think I like these lights a little bit more. I kind of wish... Kind of wish these lights came out three-dimensionally. As opposed to being two-dimensional indented. Like they were like kind of chocks kind of stuck in there. I think that would have been rather nice. This is a bit... It feels like safe design. Except this isn't particularly any better or worse. We seem fairly torn on results. Okay. Follow me on Twitter. That way I have more clout with companies that want to do deals with me. Oh, I'd take that. Actually, no, I wouldn't. It looked good for a second. Exactly what I was thinking until tomorrow. Really don't like white fenders. Mustang owners show off and crash. Looks like the interior of the 7th Gen IMO, it's a downgrade. The interior. It feels a little bit iPhone-esque. Like very smooth sort of lines. It doesn't feel chunky around here. The rest of it does. It feels like a little bit of a juxtaposition. It feels okay in here. 6th Gen. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that interior compared to this one. I bet you like the glare on the screen though is like horrendous. I like an analog dial, so I like that part. I think I also prefer the steering wheel. But that screen looks like Windows XP, which is very dated now. I like the air vents more here. Seats seem a little bit better. Handbrake is better with like this billet aluminium sort of looking cast thing. That looks nice. Overall, I think I like the 7th Gen just a little bit more. It's not as consistent. And I'm gonna miss having real dials and real buttons for things, but I still like it. Still fairly torn on the pole as well. Very 50-50, like it's gone back and forth a few times. You don't like Mustang period, but I like the 7th interior more? Okay, I get that. How to get free a month from work. Show off with a Ford Mustang and crash on accident. Oh dear. I wonder if like insurance on a Mustang like instantly just costs more. What is up with this blurring out the driver thing that they're doing? Like it's not just here, but it's also like here. What are they doing? Let's show you guys what the retail on a Ford Mustang is. Ford Mustang. Low to high. So like a crashed 2002 Mustang, $15,000. Arguably one of the worst looking Mustangs, $16,000, 1997. 70s, that looks pretty cool. Not in great condition, 17. Once again, 22,000, 23, a Fox body at 23. That looks okay with that body kit and being convertible. That looks pretty nice, but 25,000? Then we get into this, which is probably a better looking one, early 2000s, 26,000. A nice 60s Mustang, 30. That has a weird spoiler on it. Let's have a closer look at that. Let's go year. I think like 2015 is like a good year to start with. Mustangs were never imported into Australia, by the way. Sorry, were never brought into Australia. They were imported right up until like the 6th gen. Okay, 2015 seems to be the earliest. So yeah, they start at $35,000 for one of these Mustangs. The EcoBoost. That's a bit much, in my opinion. Now let's have a look at this back wing. What the hell is that? I wish they were also better at taking pictures. I can't open the image any bigger. That's unfortunate. But yeah, quite pricey. Your Skyline was less. Skylines are also getting pretty expensive here. Mustang owners drive 5 miles per hour and their car explodes because they were thinking of showing off. I doubt they're that bad. You got your GT and U for 44. This is Australian dollars, so take off like 30-40% approximately, and that's American dollars. God, I wish I could afford a newer Skyline. Let's have a look at the Skyline. Car sales isn't a great place to look, but it works. Nissan Skyline. We got these. Wait, hold on. No. GTR, this new Skyline isn't a GTR. That thingy, whatever it is. Okay. The new GTR. I think the cheapest is like $80,000. Yep, $82,000 for 2008. I would like to own one of these things, but they have not aged well in their look department. R32 GTST? Nice. Still pretty expensive here. TVR Cigaros was banned in the US? Really? I bet you there's like some weird political reason as to how it ended up being banned as opposed to anything else. I gotta say, this is one of the worst photographs I've ever seen of a car before in a game. They did something wrong with the lighting there and it just looks like shit. Alright, it looks like the 7th gen has won the poll. Let's just end that one. Just found out that, already read that one. What's your favorite Nissan Skyline? The 34? I love it. Phil, if I drive with a real-life pigeon near you, baby blue, would you be scared? No? Unless you were, like, seeking me out, which would be a bit weird. You're 15, don't own a car yet, but I quite like the 300ZX for its price. The 300ZX is actually doing okay on price. I wonder if they've exploded. Let's see if that's become ridiculous. What was it again? Yeah, Nissan 300ZX. Oh no, they've exploded in price as well? 17,000? These were like $2,000 cars like a decade ago. Damn, son. That's disappointing. R34 is the unicorn. Don't tell me it has no I know. What are you talking about? Don't do it, go to rules. What are we talking about, Parker? Hobbs? What? We're talking about the R34, not the Rule 34. Or whatever that joke one is. How do I get a budget simulation driving a Mustang for free? Boblox. Sure. I don't think Roblox is a simulator. Just to maintain 2? The 300ZX? Really? Your favorite Skyline is R32 or R31 Silhouette? Okay, yeah, there is the Silhouette, yes. Looking for a base model 2-wheel drive 5th gen Hilux. Could care less about any sort of like off-roading sort of thing, even related to that. Roblox isn't a simulator, it's a platform but has simulators inside of it. I bet you even those are not really simulators. Like what I've seen, it doesn't look like a good driving game platform to have games in. But yeah, anyway, that's it. We're done. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here, especially the Rogue Tick the Crayon Priest for upping your channel membership, and also for the $49.99. Very much appreciated. For everyone else, though, we will catch you next time. But yeah, I'm Audi 5000. Wait, hold on. Which one's the button for the outro? There we go. Goodbye.